Hey, while we're talking about this stuff, I was just going through some stuff here, and then I thought I should show this to you because it's not a bad idea for you to have an overview on how this works. Because there's with SweetApp, the idea for you from your seat is to make it should be ultra quick for you to get a snapshot on what's going on with your business, with your leads in particular, and how your sales team is doing. And then if you need to, give them a little poke and ask them to, I don't know, make some phone calls or whatever it is, or respond to some phone calls, I should say. But I'm not going to start here. I'm in the Sweet Local reports, but just my mind got going here. I want to show you something. So I'm going to start on the dashboard. So you should be able to come in here, and you have three dashboards because you're operating three brands as if they're separate companies to customers. So you got Performance Plus, but you could switch over to Moser or ProCharger as well. But in these dashboards, immediately there's a problem on this one, for example. There isn't really, because we haven't trained the guys on how to use SweetApp in the correct way, I guess I'll say, yet. The first thing we did is we showed them how to use conversations, because that's where I always start with everybody, because it's very familiar to just use a chat feed, and this is like all of your calls and text messages and Instagram and all that all in one place. And and then we kind of threw them into the opportunities, but that's because we started running campaigns and like it was a last minute rush thing. So they started using it, but they don't really know that they should be managing things. This is actually where they should be working from. The other thing is, instead of conversations, as I mentioned in a previous video to you, notifications is better, but it's still not a good place to manage everything. This is just a thing that allows you to react really quickly, and as leads come in one way or another, whether it's a message or a response to an ad or whatever. But this is where your sales team should be living, and if they are, so there's new discussions, there's new leads from ads, and then as they're chatting with people, they should move it over in discussion so they know that they've responded to them. And in fact, I do it a bit different on, let me show you a different account here. I think I showed this to you before actually, but here they got their booking career, whatever, and then they have ways to just transfer them out, and then they can let me just go back to yours. So once they're quoted, they can be won or lost. So they can just drag it down to won or lost to the bottom. You see there, it'll move them out of this funnel. And they can do that from anywhere. Like any of these things can just be moved to won or lost. We should probably have just discussion is complete as well, like we do for these guys. So they just drag it there and just moves it out of here, but it's not a lost deal. It's just there was no deal, right? It didn't go past the chat. But that's where they're living, and you should be able to just simply log in and from the dashboard know that in this case they have way too many new discussions that are not marked. They're either not handled or not marked as handled. Too many leads. These should be cleaned out every day. There could be a whole bunch in discussion. There could be a bunch of quoted. Then there might be some one leads in there as well. But yeah, so this should be kind of where you can sit down in the morning with your, I don't know if you do coffee. Yeah, but whatever you do in your morning for your routine and just quickly get a snapshot, then you know what you have to ask the guys to do. And then if you want to, when you have a few minutes and you want to find some nuggets of things you can work on or whatever, you can go into these Sweet Local reports. This is pulled in from different systems. And here you get a bit of an overview of things. Citations, so this is your listings from a whole bunch of places all over the internet. This is a good thing to keep tabs on. You can put this on autopilot as well. I'll show you how to do that. There's a cost to it, and it's not cheap. Probably worth it, but that's up to you. I'll show it to you, and you can always connect it if you want. But if we just open this up, so you got a 54 out of 100 right now as a score here. So here's all the places, here's your listings. You can go over to the listing and you can actually manage one at a time if you wanted, which is fine. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but it should be done. Some of these places are going to auto update though, again, because they're pulling data for scraping it from somewhere, so it's kind of frustrating. But you can look at it from different types, different ways here. So that's there. If you do put it on Yext, which is will automatically sync them all and put the same data everywhere, then you don't think about it. And if you ever change your hours, like you got holiday hours or whatever, it updates everywhere. It's awesome. But like I say, that it's not. I don't think it's cheap. It's not. It's like $50 a month or something. I'll head over to it in a second here, but that's there. More interesting reports. This local search grid's very cool. So this is Google local results. Just by the way, this one says you're 21 or deeper on this snapshot. This is wrong. Like if I click on here, and it's just this particular report next month, I think it'll clean up. But see, you're actually number 2 for SGI inspection cost in, where is that? I can't tell because it's covered up. Vanscoy. And if we look Delisle, I just put this in all like the surrounding towns and stuff, right? This is near your house, but if you click here, Delisle, you're number 2. See, it's not, those numbers are not correct. But it's only on this keyword, I think. I think other ones it was okay. If we go to performance car parts near me, 1111, yeah, 2. I bet you are actually 2 here. You don't have to actually click on it either, but yeah, so you are 2 there. Yeah, there are some of those where you are 21 or deeper, by the way, but not all of them. So anyway, I want to show that to you, but I'm sure when this updates next month, because this is from January 1st, that it'll probably fix it on the other keywords there, or maybe just that one keyword that's not right. But very, very useful tool, because you can go in here and you can find things that are, so let's go to SGI inspection. So if we look at different ones, so look, there's junk there, SGI accredited, 2 of them. So these are junk, so you could flag these. Facebook's going to ask you to log in, but somebody's playing games, right? So you can actually open them up too. Yeah, see, it's junk. But even though this is just junk and it doesn't look like anybody's benefiting right now, it's pushing you down if you're not above it. So you don't want that. So I'd do something about that. So just click on flag here, and it should take you through the yeah, look, it's pushing you down too. You could be in position 4 here. And then there's your regular organic search. That's here. So this also includes Local Finder, but you've got organic desktop, organic mobile for Google. And this is your average position based on all of the keywords that I put in here for you. And you can, again, sort this by different ways, look at it in different ways. I'm not going to get too deep into it right now, but if you spend some time in here, this looks complicated, but once you look at it, it's not that complicated. So there's 90 searches a month for out of province inspection Saskatoon. That's actually a lot of searches, and you're ranking number 1, which is awesome, right? Keyword that has new rankings. Oh, I probably just added this keyword last month, so it's not. Normally it tells you the change here. How have you gone up or down since last month? But it can't because I just connected you to it. And then yeah, here's the competitors that I included. So again, if you go through here, you'll find nuggets where you might want to work on. Dyno tuning, you're doing great. Where aren't you doing great? SGI inspection. That's interesting. So out of province inspection, you're doing well for, but just SGI inspection, you're not doing as well for. And you can open up. There's a screenshot of the search results page. This is going to be slow to open up. Don't open it on slow internet. It's a huge image, but you can go directly to the page as well. So you can get the screenshot here, or you can go to the page here. So either way, the page will be fast because it's going to actually open up a search like this, right? And I'm just not going to do my location there. But yeah, it's all very useful stuff. So one more thing I'll show you here is this. So you can look at your Facebook traffic and what you want to see here. You're not going to see your ads here. You're just going to see your organic Facebook stuff. You can look at it from engaged users or reach. Like, don't get too deep into this. Just basically what you want to see here is not this. but you do want to see this. So if you're seeing this, you know you need more activity on Facebook. Facebook's a good driver of business, right? It's still the best platform in terms of getting business from it. But yeah, so that's there as well. There's other things in here you can look at too, but yeah, so that should be useful for you. Anyway, I wanted to show that to you. So short-term stuff, you're looking here, what's going on today. Here, when you want to look at longer term, how are we doing, getting into the weeds a little bit, and then finding some things that you can attack with search engine optimization or Google Ads. If you're not ranking well, you can always use Google Ads to fill in for something that you want some ranking for, and then you're only spending money on places where you're not ranking organically with your Google Ads. Not that that's necessarily a way to think about how to run Google Ads, but that would be one useful strategy, I think. So yeah, okay, that is all. I will talk to you later. See ya. Oh, I didn't show you where to automate keeping all these synced up, did I? That is going to be in Reputation, and you activate Yext. And like I say, it has a cost, yeah, $45 a month. So yeah, you can do that, and it will take care of that for you if you want it. It's there.